Digging is hard work. It is particularly so for farmers who work hard to prepare land to grow crops but have little to show for their efforts. But tilling land is profitable for farmers who pursue the activity as a commercial venture. This notion prompted Equity Bank to introduce Kilimo Biashara loans to advance farmers' improved efficiency for higher yields.
Kilimo kimenisaidia sana kwa kuwa kimeniwezesha nikafanya mambo ambaye labda singetarajia kuyafanya katika kazi zingine.
Nilikuwa housewife na nilikuwa nakaa tu kwa nyumba. Sasa nilikuwa naona kama ni kazi ngumu kulima. Lakini penye nilijua sasa ukulima iko na faida, nikajiunga na ukulima.
Wakati huo kulikuwa kuna manyumba ya maana, lakini saa hii unaona kuna ghorofa karibu 5 hapa Mbura kwa sababu ya zile pesa zinaingia kutokana na kilimo.
Increased farm output for domestic consumption and the market has transformed lives and livelihoods of many farmers across the country. In the hot and humid Tana River Delta, a scheme established for farmers to grow crops on allotted land is a resounding success. Production of maize by irrigation is an all-year-round activity, ensuring farmers' income stream is not interrupted. Barre Galido abandoned his masonry and carpentry work in Malindi town to begin farming as a business in Hola.
Baada ya kurudi kwa ukulima, nimeshukuru watoto wangu wamemaliza wawili form 4 nikiwa ndani ya kilimo. Hata kijana wangu saa hii ni second year yuko Nairobi University. Hakuna mahali ninafanya kazi, ni hii kazi ya kilimo.
For the Hola farmers, finding a market for their crop is not a problem as the county government has committed to buy all the maize at a predetermined price.
Nimevuna mahindi mpaka nimepata gunia 40. Kulima mahindi unaweza kunilisha na wengine nitalisha watu, maana hata hivi sasa tumemuuzia governor ambapo ni mahindi tumemuuzia ametoa lishe.
This county, Tana River County, initially we have been receiving relief food from the government. Currently what we have done is that we have empowered the farmers here to plant the crop, which the county government is now purchasing direct from the farmers and distributing to other areas where the farmers do not have food. So this is a step forward because we have in one way created employment for our people, and we have also been able to fight hunger in the county and even in the country at large.
We will buy all the crops produced by whole irrigation scheme and use the same food to distribute to the needy population of the county. It is a win-win situation for both groups. The most vulnerable households got food stuff to help them mitigate serious droughts in some parts of the county and the food shortages. The second group is the farmers themselves, who now sell their crops at a good price. The most vulnerable households get food on time. The farmers get paid on time. If we continued like this for a while, they'll break out of that vicious circle of poverty, huge loans which they cannot pay, and with a partnership with a bank like Equity, in future, we are going to do milestones.
Adjacent to the smallholder farms is the National Irrigation Board farm that employs similar irrigation methods to produce maize.
The farm will actually be used as a demonstration site for the farmers to learn the new technologies. We are using high-tech modern agricultural technology to actually get a good crop. We've started with a land preparation, which is setting up of the irrigation infrastructure, which involves the feeder canals and the drainage system, so that we can give the correct water requirements to the crop.
A similar nuclear farm has been established in the vast Bura irrigation scheme, some 50 kilometers from Hola. Here, smallholder farmers get to see how large-scale seed maize production is carried out by modern center pivot irrigation systems.
Seed growing is not easy for farmers as growers because it's very expensive exercise. We need money here for us to succeed. Actually, Equity has assisted farmers by providing funds so that they do this job. The cost per acre for farmers can be up to 50,000, and when they sell to us, we buy over, they get 100,000 twice. That means there's a lot of profit they get when now they have money on time.
The contribution of the Bura farmer to both the food security and sustainability across the country cannot be overruled. The seeds which are produced by the Bura farmer, they guarantee the farmer out there who is going to buy the end product. And if they are guaranteed that the seeds which they are producing are high quality, then the target farmer down there is guaranteed of high quality yields.
Smallholder farmers have been encouraged to adhere to proper crop husbandry, and many led by Magiri Manene are upscaling their farm sizes and a crop.
Saa hii nalima mashamba mengi kwa maana naweza kulima hata ekari 100 hivi, na vile vile nasaidia wakulima tena nawe waweze kufanuka kama mimi vile nimefanuka kidogo, na wasaidia na maarifa, tukisaidiana pamoja na Equity tunajaribu kuunganisha hawa vijana wameitikia mwito wa kuingia mashambani. Ndio wajue si mpaka mtu aende, kijana aende akaandikwe ndio apate pesa. Tunajaribu kuwaonyesha mashambani kuna pesa, na wamekubali, wanaona kweli mashambani kuna pesa.
Magiri's success as a farmer has enticed younger farmers to take up farming as a business. Peter Mwangi is among 48 youth who grow maize seed on over 70 acres in Bura.
Kilimo biashara, kilimo kizuri, kimenisaidia sana kwa kuwa kimeniwezesha nikafanya mambo ambaye labda singetarajia kuyafanya katika kazi zingine. Ni vigumu sana kulima hii kilimo kama unavyoona bila fedha. Ilikuwa ni vizuri wakati tulishikana bega kwa bega na benki ya Equity na kuona wanaweza kutusaidia kupata mkopo na kufanya shughuli kama hii ambaye mnaona hapa ni nzuri.
Similarly, across the country, some 800 kilometers from Bura, other youth take Kilimo Biashara loans to grow seed maize. 28-year-old Nelson Kibon says proceeds from maize has enabled him buy a plot in Loboy Shopping Center and plans to buy shares in the Nairobi Securities Exchange.
The need of me to buying shares is that these shares can assist me in future during my old age. It has assisted me to pay the school fees for my young siblings. It has assisted me to buy a plot for myself, whereby I cannot be in a position to rely upon the farm that of my grandfathers. So it has assisted me personally to buy my home.
Kibon is emulating elder farmers like John Kamare, who is among the more successful maize seed farmers in Sendai.
Tunapanda mahindi kike na ndume. Kike ndio ile inachukuliwa na Kenya Seed. Basi na tunategemea mto ya River Waseges. Sasa hii tuko kwa dry yard. Zile ziko hapa sasa tunajaribu kukausha. Sasa tunapendua so that jua ingie ndani. Tunapatanga kilo 1,300 kwa eka. Na ukilinganisha kilo 1,300 kwa eka, sasa unapiga hesabu na 70 shillings per kilo. Sasa ukipiga hesabu ya kilo 1,300 times 70, tunapata 210,000 per eka.
Ukulima ni biashara na ninafurahia kwa sababu ninafuna mafuno, na ninafurahia nikipata pesa nikiweka, na ninafurahia kwa sababu nimesonga mbele kwa sababu ya ukulima. Nimeishi nyumba nzuri kuliko vile nilikuwa naishi. Nimebadilisha maisha yangu. Hiyo ukulima imekuja kubadilisha maisha yangu.
In the highlands of the Uasin Gishu County, farmers organized to access Kilimo Biashara loans for rain-fed maize production. Ampath, the academic model providing access to healthcare, is the linchpin between farmers, Equity Bank and the relief food market through the World Food Program, WFP.
Healthcare and wealth are interrelated. And so you cannot respond adequately to health unless you've empowered the community with the capacity to generate wealth. So our intervention generally in my department is to ensure that we build the capacity in terms of livelihoods and mostly agricultural intervention and business development. What we do then is to mobilize a lot of our clientele into groups because it's easy to reach them to groups and then link them to extension services. We have a few in the program but work closely with the Ministry of Agriculture for scaling up a lot of these services to many more. Some of our farmers could not get access to credit before because one, they didn't have either collateral and things like that. When Equity Bank came on board and said they are wanting to work with farmers in terms of availing credit to them, we felt that that was quite a golden opportunity. So a lot of our clientele that before would never have qualified for credit, at least now were able to get credit because now they had reason to engage in farming.
The farmer and farmer groups support has seen a number begin to install capacity for value addition. The Schemers Group in Sambut has ventured into receipt warehousing and is awaiting license to begin milling flour as a brand.
Tumekuwa tukikusa mahindi kisha baadaye kupitia kwa watu wa AMPAT wameweza kutuconnect na World Food Program ambayo imekuwa ndio market yetu kubwa. Mwaka jana nilifuna mahindi gunia 400 ambayo niliuza kwa World Food Program through connection na watu wa AMPAT. Hiyo contract ambayo tulipata na World Food Program tuliweza tukaipeleka kwa Equity Bank ambayo ilikaa kama security yetu, kisha tukapewa pesa tukaanza kufanya biashara pia ya kununua na kuuza mahindi.
The spirit of the partnership has been to provide a hand up to those in need as opposed to handouts as relief.
Mimi ninalima na mimi ni mwanabiashara. Mimi mahindi sasa ikiiva ninatoa ya kwanza kama eka 5, ninakongoa, ninauza, alafu nafanyia hiyo biashara. Siku ambaye mahindi yote sasa nimetoa kwa shamba, mimi nitakaa na kutengeneza bajeti yangu, nione kani itapaki, kani itaenda shule na kani italipa teni. Hiyo mapato imesomesha watoto yangu, nimeweka nyumba yangu stima, nimerembesha nyumba yangu, ninakaa mzuri kwa boma. Hatuna shida.
In the Central Highlands of Mount Kenya, food crops production has also been enhanced through financing production of bananas.
They are very productive, especially for now I'm having the irrigation water, and I have got about 200 plants, stools, in which one is giving me an average of 3 bunches per year. One bunch is around from 50 to 70 kilos, and the market is there. He is buying between an average between 12 to 14 shillings a kilo.
One of the more established tributaries of River Tana is River Athi, that flows through the semi-arid lands of eastern Kenya. Farmers with land in close proximity to the river take loans to buy water pumps for irrigation of their farms. Joseph Kidama grows French beans, tomatoes and bananas on 5 acres. The French beans are by far the most profitable crop as the harvest is collected from the farm gate every 2 days for packaging in Nairobi before onward export to Europe.
Kabla sijaingilia hii kilimo biashara, nilikuwa niko chini nalima sehemu kidogo sana, na saa hii nalima sehemu kubwa, nalima eka 5. Nikienda nikichukua mkopo naongezea kilimo yangu inakuwa kubwa. Nimeweka nduka, watoto pia wanasoma, naendelea kimaisha. Alafu si mbaya, nalima naona napata.
The farmer-agro-dealer relationship has been enhanced by a partnership with Equity Bank, which makes direct payments for supplies and equipment to the farming input stockists.
The farmer is given a kilimo biashara loan, then the money is transferred to my account. Then, when the money is transferred to my account, the farmer comes to my site, I open an account with him, then he starts taking farm input. Then during payment, he comes to my site, he checks whether he has the money. When he finds that he has money in his account, I assist him to withdraw.
Demands for tomatoes, vegetables and green maize is high in the local Kabao market and towns stretching as far as Garissa.
Hapo zamani nilianza na duka, lakini biashara ya duka nikaona faida ni kidogo sana kulinganisha na kulima. Nikaonelea kulima ndio kuna faida mingi sana juu faida ya kulima inaingia pesa yote mingi safari moja, sio kama shilingi 2 kwa duka. Naweza pata hata 100 mali moja kwa faida moja kwa kulima. Tuna pump maji kutoka kwa hiyo mto, unaona? Hiyo ni kanao tumetengenezewa tu. Ndio tunatumianga kunyunyizia hii mahindi yetu. Kwa hivyo sisi hatutumii mvua, tuna pump maji throughout here.
Beth Siokau grows a wide range of crops by irrigation, ensuring she has a steady income throughout the year.
I grow oranges and I grow bananas and also the tomato fruit. I pipe water from a stream down the farm and use the water pump with piping all the way to irrigate, to do irrigation. If we can be able to grow enough food for ourselves, then we don't need to import food. Because I believe when there's food security is when we have enough to feed ourselves. I can be able to eat well, I'm feeding my family, I'm educating my children through the same. Marketing is not a problem. I have several ways of doing it. Through by word of mouth, we normally tell people, if I have the tomatoes, I have oranges, somebody will come and buy from you, that somebody will do it, will tell somebody else somewhere. We still have the marketing online, where you put it in the internet, people, they know where to find you. Also through the telephone. So I can tell people there's a lot of money in farming.
The relationship between smallholder farmers and agro-dealers is particularly cordial because the agro-dealers also serve as consultants, providing a one-on-one advice to farmers they know and trust.
I am conversant of all the products that I sell. So I can dispense, I can sell, and also advise customers on the product they want, like the seeds, which seeds are best suited for particular zones.
The farming success witnessed across the country is as a result of concerted efforts by the Alliance for a Green Revolution in Africa, AGRA, in partnership with Equity Bank, the Kenya government and other key players whose aim is to enhance food security in a sustainable way while increasing incomes of smallholder farmers.
The government's main objective is to avail food at all times for all people in all places. We would want to see that all people at all times have enough food to enable them to lead a healthy life. Of course, that brings in the aspects of quality. So it's not just about food, but you're looking at the quality of food that can enable people to lead a good life, a productive life, without struggle.
The biggest achievement we have is that we are starting to see productivity gains within the continent, driven by use of better technology in terms of improved seeds, usage of fertilizer, improved access to farmers in terms of these seeds by improving the distribution networks. We also are starting to see farmers getting organized better so they can access markets, because one of the challenges that farmers in this part of the world have is that they do not have structured markets so that they can find agriculture profitable or as a business.
What we have seen is fast productivity and returns from farming has significantly increased, encouraging young people to see the opportunities that there are in agriculture. We've also seen mechanization and modernization starting again to take ground and shape and becoming attractive to educated young people. We are proud that we chose agriculture as a major thematic area of focus because it is going to transform many lives and livelihoods, and many families will be able to enhance the quality of the next generation by accessing them better health, better education, better nutrition, and better quality of life.
With a more knowledgeable farmer community that is younger and more energetic, better educated and well-versed in farming as a business, attaining food security in Kenya is now feasible.